This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Khimide with the news. The headlines first. Kathmandu District Attorney Office files cases against 30 people at District Court in connection with fake Putni's refugee scam. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda says budget will prioritize provinces with lower Human Development Index. House of Representatives continues deliberation on government's policies and programs. And Chinese President Xi Jinping says Beijing and Moscow should upgrade their economic, trade and investment cooperation. Now the news in detail. The District Attorney Office Kathmandu has filed cases against 30 individuals at District Court in connection with fake Putni's refugee scam. Among 30 booked by the Attorney Office, 16 are under arrest while 14 others are at large. Following the registration of the cases, District Attorney Mahesh Khatri said cases were filed against 30 individuals, among whom 14 are absconding. The court has also initiated recording statements and pleading to decide whether to keep the arrestees in custody for further investigation. Cases have been filed under various crimes such as crime against state, organized crime, and integrated crime. Even the cases invoking anti-corruption law and money laundering would be applied in cases of those holding public posts. Attorney Khatri shared that recovery of over 270 million rupees has been demanded from the accused. Meanwhile, the Nepal Police has said no involvement of the Inspector General of Police was seen in the fake Putni's refugee scam. Issuing a press release yesterday, the spokesperson of Nepal Police, Kuber Kardayat, mentioned that IGP Basanta Kumar was not involved in the fake Putni's refugee scam. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda has said the budget for the upcoming fiscal year will prioritize Karnali, Sudur Paschim and Madhes provinces, considering the Human Development Index. During a meeting with a delegation including Chief Minister of Sudur Paschim Province, Kamal Bahadur Shah, at Balwatar yesterday, the Prime Minister said the development of all these provinces would be kept in priority in the budget for the upcoming fiscal year. On the occasion, the delegation briefed the Prime Minister about the overall economic situation of the provinces and the ongoing development and construction activities in the provinces. The lawmakers in the House of Representatives have urged the government to bring a special plan for corruption control. Taking part in deliberation on the policies and programs of the government for the upcoming fiscal year in the Parliament yesterday, the lawmakers from the ruling alliance stressed the need for implementing the policies and programs by identifying existing problems. However, the lawmakers blamed the government of failing to bring dynamic policies and programs to revitalize the economy. Meanwhile, airing their views during the 0 hour of the House meeting, most of the lawmakers drew the attention of the government towards the investigation on the fake Putni's refugee scam. They demanded the government bring all involved in the fake Putni's refugee scam under the purview of the law. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs celebrated Nepal Foreign Service Day amid a program in Kathmandu yesterday. The occasion was marked by the honorable recognition of 12 individuals, including the former Foreign Secretary Kedar Bhakta Shrestha. The ministry took the opportunity to honor 10 individuals who retired from their dedicated service between Jyeshta 11, 2018 Bikram Samvat and 2023 Bikram Samvat, as well as 2 individuals who retired last year. The individuals felicitated during the event included the former Foreign Secretary Shrestha, along with former ambassadors Sundarnath Bhattrai, Narasimha Man Pradhan, Pushottam Lal Shrestha, Sasi Bhakta Bammalla, Badri Prasad Khanal, Govinda Dev Panta, Ram Hari Khadka, Krishna Kumar Subedi, and Sri Krishna Gopal Salike. Additionally, former ambassadors Prakash Kumar Subedi and Ram Singh Thapa were honored for their contributions following their retirement last year. The recipients were presented with their honours by Foreign Affairs Minister N.P. South, Chief Secretary Shankar Das Bairagi, and Foreign Affairs Secretary Bharat Raj Paurel. The event showcased appreciation and admiration for exceptional service rendered by these individuals in the field of foreign affairs. Since last year, the ministry has been hosting a special program on Jyeshtha 10 to commemorate Nepal Foreign Service Day. The joint meeting of the Federal Parliament unanimously endorsed the proposal seeking consideration on the report of Federal Parliament's Joint Committee Work Operation Regulation Draft Committee 2080. Earlier, lawmakers Prem Suwal and Sumana Shrestha expressed their views. Committee Chair Dhruva Bahadur Pradhan furnished response to the lawmakers' queries. Chairperson of National Assembly, Ganesh Prasad Temilsina, awarded the Ambassador of Pakistan scholarships to 198 Nepali students at a function held in Kathmandu yesterday. According to a press release issued by the Embassy of Pakistan in Kathmandu, the scholarships were awarded to deserving and bright students of government schools selected by the respective principals from across Nepal. Speaking at the occasion, National Assembly Chair Temilsina lauded Pakistan for its continued support and advancing people-to-people contacts between the two countries. Likewise, Pakistan's ambassador to Nepal, Abrar H. Hashmi, expressed his resolve and desire to further expand the scholarship program and strengthening Pakistan-Nepal bilateral relations. The national flag carrier Nepal Airlines Corporation has secured slots at Sydney Airport of Australia. Sydney Airport has given permission and slots to Nepal Airlines Corporation for 2 flights in a week, that is on Thursdays and Saturdays. Assistant spokesperson of the Nepal Airlines Corporation, Ganesh Kumar Ghimire, said the airlines would operate flights to Sydney from the 21st of June. Today is Photo Jatra. It is a cultural festival of the Kathmandu Valley when the bhoto, a vest-like attire of Ratio Machindranath, is displayed to the public. The government has announced a public holiday for today in Kathmandu Valley on the occasion of Ratio Machindranath chariot Photo Jatra. The Ministry of Home Affairs yesterday issued a notice announcing the public holiday in Kathmandu Valley for today. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. Time for a short break now.
भाउजू दर्शन
भाग्यमानी बाबु राम्ररी आइपुग्नु भयो नि
हजुर राम्ररी पुगे उ चाहिँ मेरो कलेजको बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड
नमस्ते भाउजू
नमस्ते आउनु न भित्रै
हुन्छ भाउजू
अनि दादा त अफिस गइसक्नु भयो होला है
उहाँ त बिहानै हो हुन्छ तपाईहरु फ्रेस हुँदै गर्नु न म खाना तयार गर्दै गर्छु है
हस् हस् भाउजू
ओइ वाइफाई होला नि पासवर्ड माग्न
हे त पनि एनटीसी को सस्तो डे प्याक छदैछ नि
ए हो र
एनटीसी को डे प्याक लिन *1415# डायल गर्न
Nepal Telecom राष्ट्रको संचार.
You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. Now on to some international updates. Republican presidential hopeful Ron DeSantis has launched his White House bid in a conversation with Twitter boss Elon Musk. The Florida governor and Musk set up an interview on Twitter Spaces, a live audio discussion platform. But the discussion, scheduled for 6 p.m. local time, was plagued by technical problems and audio cut out before Dos Santos could say a word. Almost 20 minutes of glitches followed before the exchange began. Dos Santos said, "I am running for President of the United States to lead the great American comeback once the sound was established." By the time the talk had begun in earnest, hundreds of thousands of Twitter users had left the platform. Chinese President Xi Jinping says Beijing and Moscow should upgrade their economic, trade and investment cooperation. According to Chinese state media reports, the Chinese president's comments came after a meeting with Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin in Beijing on Wednesday. Xi said China would continue supporting core interest Beijing shares with Moscow. Meanwhile, Russian Prime Minister Mishustin said Moscow's relations with Beijing are at unprecedented high as the two countries sign the new economic agreements in Beijing. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today, according to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, the weather will be partly to generally cloudy throughout the country today. Light to moderate rain with thunder and lightning is also likely to occur at a few places of Kosi Province, Madhya Province, Bagmati Province, and Gandaki Province, and at a few places of the rest of the country. Well, with this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin. But before wrapping it up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. Kathmandu District Attorney Office files cases against 30 people at District Court in connection with fake Putni's refugee scam. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda says budget will prioritize provinces with lower Human Development Index. House of Representatives continues deliberation on government's policies and programs. And Chinese President Xi Jinping says Beijing and Moscow should upgrade their economic, trade and investment cooperation. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website, www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.